Let's take a look at our first problem. It says factor the difference two squares in perfect square trinomial, and basically just factor. Two different ways you can do this one. We got 16z squared minus 40z plus 25. I'm going to use the key number method to do this. We have z squared, z, no z, and there's a number for the z squared. With the key number, we take the number at the beginning times the number at the end, so 16 times 25, which gives us 400, and we come up with all the products, the p column for 400. 1 times 400 gives that to us, 2 times 200, 4 times 100, 5 times 80, 6, I don't think so, 7, let me check 8. Well, 8 does. 8 times 50. 9, no. 10 times 40. 11, I don't think so. 12. Let me see. 40 divided by, or 400 divided by 12. No. 400 divided by 13. I'm sure 13 doesn't, but 400 divided by 14. 400, I'm using my calculator now, divided by 15. 400 divided by 16. Yep. 16 times 25. 17 doesn't. 18. 400 divided by 18. Nope. 19, no. 20. 20 times 20. Now, the S column, I'm going to add these numbers together. 1 plus 400 is 401. 2 plus 200 is 202. 104, 85, 58, 50, 41, 40. Subtract them in the difference column, smaller from larger. 400 minus 1 is 399. 200 minus 2 is 198. 96, 75, 42, 30, 9, and 0. Now the number we're looking for is a number in our middle term, which is 40, which is right here. So we're going to use 20 and 20. And we rewrite our middle term using those two numbers. Larger number, and these are both 20, so they're the same. But a larger number is the same sign as the middle term, which is negative. The number I circled in the S column, S for same sign. So if this one's negative, the other one's negative. Factor by grouping. The first two have a 4z in common, and that gives me a 4z minus 5. The second group has a negative 5 in common, and that gives me a 4z minus 5. Now they both have a 4z minus 5, so I factor that out, and you cross these out to see what goes in your second set of parentheses, which is also 4z minus 5. Now you can also use the perfect square trinomial method to do it. I don't usually show this in my class because you run across these so seldom. But what we try to do is we try to rewrite the first term as something squared and the last term as something squared. Well, this is 4 times 4 gives you 16, z times z gives you z squared. 5 times 5 gives you 25. And then you try to rewrite this middle one in this manner. The 2's here, and then I have two sets of parentheses, and this would be 4z here, and this would be 5 here, if it were to work. Let's check it. 2 times 4 is 8, times 5 is 40, so this would be 40z. So it does work. Now this would be my A, and this is A, of course, and this is B, and this is B. And we got a formula for this. It says that if it's in the form of a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, you can automatically write your answer as a minus b squared. Well, a is 4z minus b, which is 5 squared.